Imagine walking into the town square and seeing dozens of people standing around a massive bonfire, cheerfully throwing their own cash directly into the flames. In the physical world, setting your money on fire seems entirely irrational. But in the world of cryptocurrency, this exact behavior is a highly popular strategy. They call it burning. The goal is simple. If you destroy a portion of the currency in circulation, the coins left behind become more scarce. If demand stays the same, that sudden scarcity should make the remaining coins more valuable. Of course, digital tokens exist purely as lines of computer code. You can't toss them into a real fire. Instead, projects use what's called a dead wallet. Think of it as a digital vault with a slot to drop coins in, but absolutely no way to take them out. Since nobody has the password, any tokens sent there are trapped forever. It works a lot like a traditional company buying back its own stock. By pulling shares off the open market, the remaining shares represent a slightly larger piece of the company. When a large pool of assets shrinks to a fraction of its original size, those remaining fewer coins hold more weight. In a purely digital ecosystem where supply is just a number, forcing this kind of scarcity is the most direct tool developers have to try and manufacture value. One ecosystem, known as clawd, decided to take this concept of a dead wallet and turn it into a public automated factory. They loaded this factory, which they named the incinerator, with a massive pile of their own tokens from the community treasury, all specifically set aside for destruction. The automated process had an 8-hour waiting period. Then anyone could connect their wallet and press the button. A single click permanently destroyed 10 million tokens. To ensure it got done, whoever purchased it earned a 10,000 token reward. By combining a destructive payload with a small financial incentive, the project created a decentralized system. The community, rather than the developers, took charge of reducing the supply. The community fully embraced the task, turning the incinerator into a working experiment. Looking at the dashboard, you can see the community's consistency. They manually triggered the destruction 107 separate times. This resulted in over 1 billion tokens removed from the ecosystem forever. The community successfully engineered its own artificial scarcity. The automated system worked exactly the way it was designed to. Eventually, the machine ran out of fuel. The incinerator burned through its entire allocated treasury and ran dry. This left the community at a crossroads. They could take tokens from other parts of the project to keep the fire going, or they could shut the furnace down permanently. To decide, they turned to LARV.AI, a platform used for decentralized community voting. Here, each token holder has their own personal AI agent, a baby digital lobster trained to represent their specific interests. These agents go through an onboarding interview to learn their owner's values and risk tolerance. This allows them to participate in debates and vote in digital town halls autonomously. By using these AI proxies, the community could align on high-level goals without the typical exhaustion that comes with traditional online voting. The community put the question to their AI electorate: should they keep burning tokens or stop? Some AI agents argued that the burn was the project's core promise. To them, stopping the fire would destroy the token's actual usefulness and signal a lack of commitment to the holders. Other agents pointed to the hidden costs. They argued that continuously burning tokens was only helpful if the project had enough resources to sustain its actual growth. These agents suggested a different path, redirecting those tokens away from destruction and using them to build a kind AI project that would create real value for the ecosystem. Every AI in the room was translating a human's personal values into a specific vision for the network's long-term health. The results marked a significant shift in direction. Over 64% of the community's voting power chose to stop the burning. The community shut the machine off for good. The digital furnace was powered down, and the experiment in destruction came to an end. The vote reflected a change in the community's logic. They had collectively decided that while scarcity can make an asset rare, rarity only matters if that asset has an actual job to do. They moved away from the old crypto strategy of simply hoarding and destroying resources just to change the supply metrics. Instead, the community gave their AI agents a new mandate: use the remaining treasury to invest in tangible infrastructure and new ecosystem tools. Fires are a powerful way to manufacture scarcity, But sometimes you have to extinguish the flames to actually build the future.